evening, viewers. Today here we are at the Mumbai High Court in Mumbai, and we have our Lordship Justice Swatantra Kumar, who will be telling us about e-courts. E-court is where the judiciary and the judges have been giving laptops which will be benefiting the litigants for a quick disposal and transparency in the matters.
Honorable Chief Justice, dear brother and sister judges, and all the judges from all over Maharashtra. See, today is a momentous day in our Indian judiciary. Probably, if we implement this project very strictly and with the proper perspective, entire face of the judiciary will change, because the disposal and access to justice and delivery system will be a marked difference. So that is why today the Government of India, on the suggestion of the E-Committee formed by the Supreme Court, has decided to implement this. So this is called information and communication technology. See, where we have made so much of advances, why not make use of it in our judicial system? You look around everywhere, you find it's being implemented, and why not make use of it in our system? That is the whole purpose of this. And in the year 2004, the Supreme Court had appointed Justice Baruka as chairman of an E-Committee to formulate this. He had formulated it and came out with this scheme. The main objective of doing this is, see, today we have a large pendency. In the sense, I'll only give the major one. See, before the Civil Judge Junior Division and JMFC, we have a pendency of about 27 lakhs cases in Maharashtra. And as far as the Metropolitan Magistrate Courts in Mumbai, we have a pendency of about 4 lakhs and 6,000. And Civil Judge Senior Division about 2 lakhs and 31,000. Totally in the lower judiciary, in entire Maharashtra, we have a pendency of about 40 lakhs 53,000 cases. So now with this project, we are hoping to minimize this and deliver a better delivery system of justice system. Now this whole project has been conceptualized for a period of 5 years. So the first phase is what we are now implementing, and the first phase, the Government of India has approved 441.80 crores for this phase, and even for the second and third phase, in principle they have approved and they will be sanctioning it. And the High Court has to, High Court as well as District Court as well as Taluka level, there will be a committee to implement this program effectively. And the first phase will be, we will have Wi-Fi facility in our High Court as well as in the Supreme Court. The idea is so that any lawyer or anybody can bring his laptop and will be able to access all kinds of information, and the things will be much faster. So it will all, many of the present day computers are all Wi-Fi enabled. Now our High Court and Supreme Court will be, Wi-Fi facilities will be provided. And thereafter the plan is to have video conferencing facility between the Supreme Court and High Court, and then have a comprehensive integrated software applications in the entire judicial system with regional language support. It's not very difficult, because present day computer laptop can, by a software you can easily operate and convert it into Marathi. You can do Marathi typing. So digital archiving of all Supreme Court and High Court judgments. This will all be for and then an extensive training for all the judicial officers and court staff. Because unless we do this, merely giving a laptop is not going to be sufficient. There is a program of 60 days extensive training for all the judges and for all the staff members, so that the program becomes meaningful. Then the second phase, we will have a period of 2 years, complete automation at the registry level. That is, the moment you file, everything gets numbered or objections are notified, and today it takes a much longer time. So the idea is, in fact, slowly to introduce what is called e-filing. So a lawyer need not come to the court at all to file. He can sit at his residence and file a case, and the registrar of the concerned court will scrutinize the plaint or appeal or whatever it is, and then notify the lawyer these are the objections, and the lawyer pays the court fee by using a credit card or a debit card. So the entire exercise and another most important thing which we are planning to achieve is for every litigant, whether he is in Parbani or whether he is in Amravati, he should be able to know what is the status of his case pending in the High Court or in lower court. He need not take leave, or he need not leave his place and come to the court to find out. And thereafter we have automation of registry level plus digitalization of all the law libraries and archives. The third phase will be for 1 year. There will be information gateways between courts and police stations, prisons and land records and registration offices and all other government agencies. See, today you might have noticed very often you have to issue a notice, then some government lawyer may appear, may not appear. Now, if you have this kind of system, automatically the registrar issues a notice, it goes to the concerned secretary or the department of the government. They have to respond within a week, they have to respond. Today, to serve itself, we have, in a High Court now, we are having a system with notice before admission 4 weeks. To serve the other side, we take 4 weeks. By this process, the Registrar General can scan the actual order and send it by email, Pune or wherever it is. Very next day it can be delivered, or in 2 days it can be delivered easily. So all these are the advantages which we are planning to implement, and that is and all of you will have to very strictly, you have to change your mindset. See, today we are all not used to a computer and a laptop. You will have to put in an effort and change your attitude. Why should you not change? Now, why I am saying this is now banking. About 5-10 years back, there was hardly any computerization. Now everywhere, if nationalized bank or any bank, cooperative bank, is all computerized today. So they have to change. You have to change and adapt it. Thank you all.
May I now request the Honorable the Chief Justice deliver these laptops to the judicial officers who are invited there. May I now request Honorable the Chief Justice to address and guide the gathering.
My esteemed colleagues, members of the Judicial Services of State of Maharashtra, indeed, it's a great day for all of us, and I congratulate all the districts of State of Maharashtra for having stepped into the new era of e-court system. Just now, Justice Radhakrishnan said, why should you not change? Why must I change? Very fine distinction between the two sentences, indicating to you what I really mean by this so-called fine distinction is, we are not a small nation. It is the biggest democracy in the world. We have 596 languages spoken all over the states. Cultural, linguistic, parities and disparities. It's not so easy to bring them to a uniform system of functioning. Probably, when it was considered to introduce e-com systems in our functioning of the courts, the idea was a part of expeditious disposal system. Two things which we cannot lose sight of are the kind of load of work the Indian courts hold. Secondly, the growing wisdom in the litigant to assert his or her own rights. Thus, it is not simplicity backlog, but it is larger number of institution of cases. Nowhere in the world any administration of justice can handle this quantum of work. At least to the limited knowledge I possess, this kind of a work is unknown to the rest of the world. No country in the world handles this kind of a work. And I am very happy to say, and which I said in the CM-CJ meetings, that especially our lower judiciary is probably one of the best in the country. Its disposal in that year was not only disposal of backlog cases, but it was disposing of the areas in the current year of 2000 to the extent of 1 lakh, which is very remarkable. Introduction of Ecourt system has its own goods and the bads. It is linking every remote corner of Maharashtra to the centralized places of dispensation of justice. The purpose of email, as you must have heard over the 4 speakers yesterday, today as my Lord Justice Radhakrishnan said, is not only one-fold. It is reducing the time period intercede the parties for court process, direct reduction of period or time factor involved in the court, and thirdly, connectivity of that system to the various parts of your state, and fourth, which is most important for the bench and the bar both, is for maintaining an easy accessibility to law. Once you know what law has been laid down, it is much easier for you to apply the law. These being the advantages, and today you have been given the laptops with a very specific intention. It comes from the top judicial administration of the country. Today in Delhi, as most of you know, there is a function parallel running today in all parts of the country